I am going to be making a red velvet poke cake, and if you guys have never had one, boy, are you in for a treat. I can't wait to show you. Okay, so let's get started on this yummy cake. Now there's a couple of ways that you can do this. You can buy the cake mix and use the cake mix, or you can make your own red velvet cake. I chose the easy way out, like I always do most of the time. So what we're going to do is go by the instructions on the back of the box. And I have my cake mix poured into my mixer, and it calls for 1 cup of water. And I'm just going to start my mixer here as soon as we can get that water incorporated. I don't want stuff to fly everywhere. Okay, and it calls for 3 eggs. So we're going to pour those right in. And it calls for a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. Okay, we're going to get this all mixed up. Okay, so once this is all mixed up, you'll need a 13x9 baking dish, and I sprayed mine with vegetable oil. And we are just going to bake it like the instructions call for. Okay, so our cake is out of the oven, and I've let it completely cool down. So what we're going to do next is we are going to take something with a little round end on it. I've got a little dowel. You can take a straw. You can take anything that you can poke a hole in here. And we are going to take it, and we are just going to start poking holes in it just like this. And once we get all the holes in here like we want them, I'm going to show you what we're going to put on this yummy cake to make it even better. Okay, so I have all my holes poked in the cake just like this. Now, what you want to do is take 1 can of condensed milk or Eagle brand. I grew up calling it Eagle brand milk, but I know there's different brands of it. So anyway, I put it in a cup like this where I could pour, and I've kind of stirred it to where it's loosened up and not so thick. And then we are going to take this and just start pouring it all over the cake and let it go all through those holes, just like this. Now, once you get this done, you will want to let this soak all in your cake, like this. I'm going to spread it with my spoon, get some on the sides here. Make sure that it gets all into the cake, just like this. While I'm doing this, don't forget to like and subscribe and share my channel and give me all your comments. I would love to hear it. I know there's different variations of this cake, which I will probably be making more of. But if you got an idea, I want to hear it. Okay, so what we're going to do now, once we get the condensed milk all put on top of this and let it soak in and soak it all up, put it in my refrigerator for a couple of hours, and then we're going to come back and make the most yummy frosting for this cake. I can't wait to show you how to do that, so stay with me. Okay, so now let's make this yummy frosting for that beautiful red velvet cake. So what you're going to need first is 1 package of cream cheese, and all of this is at room temperature, the cream cheese and the butter that we're going to put in there. And I am just going to scrape this out a little bit like that, and I'm going to start my mixer and let that get going a little bit. Then you're going to need 6 tablespoons of butter at room temperature softened. Put that in there just like that. We're going to let that all kind of mix together really well on high. Yum. And then we're going to add 2 1/4 cups of powdered sugar. I have 1 here. I'm going to make sure that, oh, yeah, there's powdered dust. Always seems to happen. Okay, and here's our second cup of powdered sugar. I'll see if I can't make it not do a cloud of dust this time. Isn't it fun to cook, though? I mean, cooking is just fun. I mean, if you can't make a mess, you're not having fun. That's what my grandson told me not too long ago. He said, Lolly, if you can't make a mess, we're not having fun. So I tend to agree with him. So then we're going to need a quarter cup more. So that makes 2¼ cups of powdered sugar. And then just going to eyeball that just a minute. Like that. Okay, I scrape the sides of my bowl just for a minute to get the powdered sugar off the sides there. Then you're going to need 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. I'm just going to add that in here like that. Like that. Okay, you guys, I have my icing off of my mixer and it looks beautiful and it even tastes better. And yes, I tasted it. Of course I did. You can take the easy way out and go buy the cream cheese icing in the can. But since I made the box cake, I thought, well, I'm going to make this taste homemade and delicious. So let me get my cake and we'll try it out. Okay, you guys, I have my cake out of the refrigerator. I have let it actually stay in my refrigerator for about 3 hours. Now, if you can let this cake actually stay the longer in your refrigerator, the better, maybe even 24 hours. But we have to have it like right now. So I took it out after 3 hours, and I'm not going to lie. When I poured the Eagle brand over it, I think I actually let my cake probably cool a little too much. So it looks like some of it didn't get all melted in there, but yet when you put it in the refrigerator, it kind of just incorporates with the cake. So it makes it really yummy. Okay, so now I have my icing on my cake. And what I'm going to do next is I have a little Hershey bar, and I'm just going to take some of this Hershey bar and I'm just going to put it right on my cake, my shavings, just like this. Now you can put any kind of topping you want to, or you don't have to at all. I just think this makes it pretty and tastes a little bit more flavorful to go with that red velvet. The chocolate just makes it so good. Okay, yes, I sliced me a piece already. I can't help myself. I love it so much. But there's the cake. It's beautiful. It turned out yummy. I hope you'll go share the love and tell somebody you love them. Until next time, thank you guys for joining me. I love you all, and thanks for your support. I'll see you soon. Bye.